Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in the borough of Queens, New York City, into a family that would shape much of who he became. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Fred and Mary Ann Trump. His father, a highly successful real estate developer, had built a fortune constructing middle-income housing across Brooklyn and Queens, while his mother, originally from Scotland, nurtured the family with a strong sense of discipline and ambition. Growing up in a home where success was expected, Trump absorbed the lessons of competition, confidence, and boldness early in life. As a child, Trump was known for his assertiveness, often getting into trouble in school. At age 13, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy, a decision that instilled structure, discipline, and leadership skills. Trump excelled in both academics and athletics, developing the drive that would carry him through his life. After graduating, he spent time at Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. At Wharton, he majored in economics and graduated in 1968, ready to step into his father's business world. Instead of choosing a completely different path, Trump entered the family real estate business, bringing with him a flair for marketing and a taste for big risks. By the early 1970s, he had taken control of the Trump Organization, steering it beyond the modest housing developments of his father into the high-profile Manhattan real estate market. One of his earliest successes was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt, a project that made him a recognized name in New York. Soon, he was building Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, a glittering symbol of his ambition and taste for luxury. Trump's empire expanded quickly. He developed casinos in Atlantic City, golf courses across the United States and abroad, luxury hotels, and office towers that bore his name. The Trump brand became synonymous with wealth, confidence, and larger-than-life ambition. His name appeared on everything from skyscrapers to neckties, from bottled water to universities. The 1980s and 1990s cemented his reputation as one of the most flamboyant businessmen in America. Although he faced financial struggles during downturns, particularly with his casinos, he always managed to rebound, portraying himself as a comeback artist who never stayed down for long. His fame grew not just because of his business ventures, but also because of his personality. Trump cultivated a media presence, appearing in magazines, interviews, and later starring in the hit reality TV show The Apprentice. On television, his sharp catchphrase, "You're fired," became iconic. Millions tuned in to watch him make business decisions and mentor aspiring entrepreneurs. The show boosted his popularity and reinforced his image as a decisive leader who valued results and toughness. Behind the business and the media persona was Trump's personal life, which was equally high-profile. He married Ivana Zelnikova, a Czech model, in 1977. Together, they became a glamorous couple frequently featured in tabloids, raising 3 children: Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. Their marriage ended in a public and highly publicized divorce in 1992. In 1993, Trump married actress Marla Maples. They had 1 daughter, Tiffany, but the marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce in 1999. Then in 2005, Trump married Slovenian model Melania Naus. Together, they had a son, Baron, born in 2006. Melania later became the First Lady of the United States, carving out her own place in the public eye with her reserved style and advocacy work. Trump's family life, with its 3 marriages and 5 children, has always been as scrutinized as his business life, reflecting both the successes and complexities of his personal journey. By the mid-2000s, Trump's brand had become a household name, and his presence in American culture was undeniable. Yet it was his entry into politics that transformed him from a businessman and celebrity into one of the most polarizing and consequential figures in modern history. In 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for president of the United States. At first, many dismissed his campaign as a publicity stunt, but his message of "Make America Great Again," combined with his outsider persona, struck a chord with millions of Americans who felt disillusioned with traditional politicians. His campaign was marked by blunt rhetoric, rallies that drew massive crowds, and a promise to prioritize American workers and national pride. Against expectations, Trump won the Republican nomination and, in a stunning upset, defeated Hillary Clinton in the 2016 presidential election. He was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States on January 20, 2017. Trump's presidency was unlike any other. His policies included sweeping tax reforms, deregulation, reshaping the judiciary, and a hardline stance on immigration. He prioritized trade renegotiations, imposing tariffs on countries like China, and pushed for a strong America First agenda. His foreign policy saw direct meetings with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un, moving the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem, and pressuring NATO allies to contribute more to defense spending. His leadership style was often unconventional, using Twitter as a direct line of communication with the public and bypassing traditional media channels. However, his presidency was also marked by deep division. Supporters praised him as a strong leader who spoke his mind and fought for ordinary Americans, while critics accused him of undermining democratic institutions, spreading misinformation, and fostering polarization. He faced 2 impeachments during his time in office, both of which he survived. In 2020, Trump ran for re-election but was defeated by Joe Biden in a contentious election. He disputed the results, leading to widespread controversy and the events of January 6, 2021, when rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol. The aftermath of that day further defined his legacy, as investigations and debates about his role in American politics continued long after he left office. Even after his presidency, Trump remained a powerful force in American politics. He continued to hold rallies, endorse candidates, and influence the direction of the Republican Party. His supporters saw him as a champion who stood against the political establishment, while his critics viewed him as a divisive figure. Regardless of opinion, his impact on the political landscape was undeniable. Lifestyle has always been an integral part of Trump's image. He is known for his opulent taste, lavish residences such as Trump Tower in New York, the Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, and luxury golf courses around the world. His personal brand has always been tied to wealth, luxury, and success, qualities that both attracted admiration and criticism. Even in his post-presidency years, he maintained an active lifestyle filled with public appearances, political involvement, and time with his family. Trump's children have also played key roles in shaping his public image. Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric have all held significant positions within the Trump organization and were active in his political campaigns. Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner even held advisory roles during his presidency. Tiffany, from his marriage to Marla Maples, pursued a career in law and public life, while Barron, his youngest, grew up in the White House spotlight during his father's presidency. Throughout his life, Donald Trump has been a figure of both admiration and controversy. To some, he represents resilience, the American dream, and a willingness to speak truths that others avoid. To others, he embodies division and disruption. But whether one admires or criticizes him, his journey from a young boy in Queens to businessman, television star, and ultimately president of the United States is extraordinary. At over 7 decades of life, Donald Trump's story is still unfolding. His legacy will be debated for generations, as his name is etched into history not only as a symbol of wealth and fame, but also as a president whose leadership reshaped political discourse. His life reflects ambition, controversy, resilience, and an unrelenting drive to remain at the center of American life. Thank you so much for watching this video on the life and legacy of Donald Trump. If you found it interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For more inspiring and powerful life stories like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay inspired and keep learning.